Hi Virgo, this is your reading for the week of December 29th or whenever it resonates, and it might not ever resonate with you, that's fine too. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, lots of Virgo in your chart. Welcome. I find this really quite lovely because as I was pulling your cards, I was asking Spirit, what are we doing with Virgo? What would you like to offer Virgo? And what you got was pleasure, play, and be your own hero. So as I'm tuning into that energy now, as I'm looking at these cards, the feeling that I'm getting with it is I'm feeling this energy of wanting to smile. And it's this sense, Virgo, of it's time for you to play. It's time for you to be able to really, I'm just seeing like shaking off whatever burdens that you've had around responsibility and around work. And I believe that this has come up before for you. But what I really like about this now is what it's saying is, okay, pleasure and play. Pleasure is not a bad thing. You can still be productive when you are doing things with pleasure. But play also, I find, is really important here because play, the card of play, is really about the idea of being able to be silly, of being able to not worry what things look like in order to be able to enjoy yourself. The card itself, I find, says it all, really. Play is spontaneous. Its goal is fun and laughter and enjoying the moment. It might be silly and doesn't worry about what things look like. It risks seeming silly and immature. It can be loud or quiet. It's often found in creativity. Everything you do can be done with an attitude of playfulness. But I like this one next to pleasure because pleasure, this card really talks about we can be productive, even more productive when we're working with heartfelt pleasure, which, tends to lead people to the idea of that old statement, which I'm being reminded of now, do what you love and it won't be work and won't feel like work. But even beyond that, this is what I'm getting is even beyond that, this is where you get to stand for yourself, to be able to play, to let yourself not just work with pleasure, but to actually literally engage in playfulness in your life. And that to me, be your own hero, is like, okay, well, where do you need to stand up for yourself? This is what's coming now. Where do you need to stand up for yourself within the structure of your life? So the structure of your life, if it's a pie chart, you've got family, you've got work, you've got maybe spiritual community, you've got various different aspects that define the structure of your life, and how you are in each and every one of those spaces can change. So where in your life do you need to stand up for yourself in a way that allows you to have more play in your life? And why is that valuable? It's valuable for a bunch of reasons, but when you look at this card and you go back over it, fun, laughter, enjoying the moment. It's being in the moment. It's being vulnerable. It's being open to the idea of delight and laughter as being valuable. And it's very much the kind of thing that is about a higher frequency. When we can laugh, we can be silly because we're doing it without our attachment to the ego, what we look like. There's not the anxiety that's associated with doing things right or making it silly or having it be productive or earn money or whatever. It really is about lightening up and being able to just be essentially who you are in that moment without worrying about what it looks like or what it should be. So I feel as though that's what you're really being asked to look at in your life, whether it's specifically about engaging in more play or whether or not it is just simply using the idea of play and that spontaneity and silliness as kind of a marker against which you evaluate areas in your life where you are being restricted, where you're not allowed to be vulnerable, where you're not allowed to be silly, where it's not considered okay to be playful, or when your particular kind of play is being challenged. Your kind of play. It might be that you want to, start doing skydiving, and your partner thinks that it's silly and you shouldn't do that, or you want to start you want to study, you want to do cabaret or burlesque, and all of a sudden your children are going, "Ma, what are you doing? Come on, put your clothes on." Okay? Nobody wants to see that. Well, yeah, you know what? Maybe I want to show it. So it's looking at all these different facets for you, Virgo, in terms of how you get to be who you'd like to be. And you giving yourself permission to do that, regardless of what anybody else is saying in your life. Okay? I'm going to leave you with that, Virgo. Have some fun.